And now, it's playoff time. Ooh, hat picks. It is the most wonderful time of the year for my therapist. Oh my gosh! Woo! Hello friends, Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another edition of Steve's Hat Picks, where we take a look at the best from around the NHL over the past week. And by the way, over the past week includes the end of the regular season and the beginning of the 2023 Stanley Cup playoffs. So let's not waste any time. 2019 7th round pick, 210th overall, Juuso Parssinen of the Nashville Predators. Look at this.
Glass weaves it down low. Parssinen through the leg, score! Yes, sir! A spectacular goal! Juuso Parssinen! Did you see that? And look at the work here. Ryan McDonagh, Cody Glass. Watch this play. Parssinen comes right in the middle, and McDonagh just kind of sauces it over through the legs, behind the foot, and up in the top corner. Look at this. Right under the bar and beats Gustafsson clean. What a move by Parssinen. Brings it back, up, under the bar. Game, set, match. What a goal.
22 years of age. The future is bright for this kid. And it's been the theme.
Okay, there's a few things. When you get over the fact that the goal is sick, you start to go, is this a good read from Parssinen, or did the Minnesota Wild just sort of not do anything?
And look at the work here. Ryan McDonagh, Cody Glass. Watch this play. Parssinen comes right in the middle, and McDonagh just kind of sauces it over through the...
Doesn't matter how he got there. The move from Parssinen is nasty. And get a look at the celly.
Yes, sir! A spectacular goal!
Oh, yeah, no big deal. What? Why do you all look surprised that a 2019 7th round pick could do this? Unreal goal. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, well, in the Stanley Cup playoffs this year, we will have the Edmonton Oilers. We super will not have the San Jose Sharks. And even though the 2023 Stanley Cup playoffs will not feature the San Jose Sharks, this is a reminder of the sort of thing the Edmonton Oilers are capable of.
Heading for the net. Centered, and that was intercepted and cleared by Hurdle. Retrieved by Kane. He toe-picked and went down in a heap. Yamamoto to Draisaitl. Centered pass, one-timer, score! Evan Bouchard filling the lane!
In follow-up, Draisaitl was the first one on the ice, and they just continued to hem in the San Jose Sharks. And then on this rush, a nice pass across, an even more impressive pass on the backhand side, as he so often does. Eyes in the back of his head, finds Bouchard through 5 San Jose Sharks, and he tucks it home. Look at this. Everybody is back into this picture for San Jose, and somehow that pass right on the tape.
That was unnecessary. Like, what was the rule before that shift began? Bouchard has to be the one to score? That was 2, possibly even 14 passes too many, and it still worked. Nasty goal, and the whole team was in on it. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, do you remember your first NHL goal? All right, me neither. But Luke Hughes will.
That guy has some serious danceability with the puck, doesn't he?
Yes.
Oh my God.
This is Luke Hughes, his younger brother, powering his way into the zone. Luke Hughes, toe drag, gorgeous. Stick save, rebound, just trickled wide. Wraparound chance, up. It's tucked in. Luke Hughes. Another comeback effort all the way to fruition for the Devils. Luke Hughes, beautiful moves, and then finds the rebound enough to finish.
And his first one over is the whole bench coming over, and his brother tried to tackle him first, but here it is, the beautiful stop off the side of the net, the quick wrap, and he puts it into the middle of the net. Hughes and the Devils prevail 5-4 in a wild one here tonight.
The Capitals falling to 35, 37, and 10.
I don't want to use harsh language, but I don't give a good gosh darn that 3-on-3 is not quote-unquote real hockey. Do I want games decided by it in the playoffs? No. Is it stupid, silly fun in the regular season that leads to amazing moments like this? Yes. Keep it. And you keep that puck, Luke. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, The New York Islanders did qualify for the 2023 Stanley Cup playoffs, but they had to win this game against the Montreal Canadiens to do it. Now, they ended up doing it, but there was a moment, and you can hear the silence in the building after the goal was scored, where it seemed like it could get spoiled. Here's Nick Suzuki with a shorty.
This one, do you adjust them a bit higher, force that Montreal defenseman to come out a little bit more, or drop the forward down? It may open up something for you.
Engvall along the boards into the corner. Zach Parise knocks it around for Ryan Pulock. Poked away by Nick Suzuki. He'll race after it. Holder scores. Nick Suzuki reaches in with a stick. He won the race as Sorokin thought about coming out of the net to play it. And he stopped and retreated, and that allowed the captain to knock it in. A shorthanded goal.
Oh, let's put a smile on Brendan Gallagher's face. Is not helping you. That's one thing. But man, don't let it hurt you. And Bolduc, I'm not really sure if he understands the situation here. He's skating back, and it looks like he's looking over his shoulder. And he really, bearing down. Get in his way, step in front of him, do something. He doesn't do any of those things. And the really crafty Suzuki gets down on one knee and stabs this thing.
Goodness gracious! Get the Habs another year of development and a little bit of injury luck, and they could be good in a hurry. That is a ridiculous read from Nick Suzuki and unbelievable execution. How do you do that one-handed, short-handed, Nick? Come on! That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, if you've ever heard that goalies are a little, shall we say, different, well, here's Charlie Lindgren trying to make a save with no glove.
Laterally for Bertuzzi, swings across the blue line. McAvoy closes, Pastrnak denied, loose puck. Pastrnak belts it, and Lindgren makes a spectacular diving save with the bare hand.
Giving his team a chance to take something out of this. Nice play by Bertuzzi to find McAvoy. McAvoy's able to find Pastrnak for a one-timer. Bertuzzi finds Pastrnak. No glove. Still competing. Finally, they blow the whistle dead. Blow the play dead. He got it with his bare hand.
That's a save of the year candidate.
Unbelievable.
Throwback to the goal.
It's amazing that's not even the only time I've ever seen a goalie try to do that. I was at an elimination playoff game, the Toronto Marlies taking on the Utica Comets, and Garrett Sparks, I believe, made a glove save without a glove. Charlie Lindgren didn't quite do that here. It looks like the puck hit his arm, but he tried to, and that's just as bad. That's a goalie who knows he's got one job: stop the puck. That's a hat pick. In our last regular season hat pick, just a ridiculous save from Connor Hellebuck, again to help the Winnipeg Jets secure their spot in these playoffs.
Zuccarello reaches center, flurries off, Johansson circles for the Wild. Back to the line, Spurgeon a shot, deflected, Zuccarello! And a save by Hellebuck! Unbelievable save!
Under siege here tonight. Zuccarello jumps on this rebound, and Hellebuck with a paddle save. Boy, that might be save of the year. You think about the situation that Winnipeg is in right now. They need a point to clinch their playoffs. Make a paddle save like that. Goaltender pulled. Great overhead look here.
You hear the whole building! In a fraction of a second, the whole building is like, all right, there's a little under 2.5 minutes to go. We're down 2 goals. All we need is 2 goals. And this is 1, so that means we have a little over 2 minutes to score another one. Oh, it didn't go in? You know a chill went up the Vegas Golden Knights' spine when they saw that save. That is the type of goalie who can steal a series. That's a hat pick. And that certainly doesn't do it for this hat picks video, but it does do it for our regular season hat picks. There are a few honorable mentions before we get to the playoff hat picks. Some milestones that we maybe didn't get to. Joe Pavelski, a perennially underrated player, hitting 1,000 points. Jack Hughes breaks the Devils single season record for points with 99. You know he wanted 100. 2 players who did hit 100, Elias Pettersson and also Erik Karlsson as a defenseman. And to every player who hit a career milestone, whether it was goal 100 or 1, that's a hat pick. And now, it's playoff time. Edmonton Oilers winning their game over the LA Kings with under 20 seconds to go in Game 1 until on the power play, Viktor Arvidsson backhand sauce.
Kept in at the line, Doughty to Danault, shooting, and he missed. Arvidsson, now Doughty ahead to Kempe. Arvidsson and Doughty exchanging passes. Arvidsson moving up, backhand dish, what a pass! And the Kings score, and this game is tied with 16.7 left on the clock.
Kings here making those plays under pressure. Doughty, little give and go with Arvidsson on the backhand side. That first one-timer gets through Skinner, and it's sitting there up for grabs and shoveled home in tight. Watch this. Gets a big chunk of it. Kopitar on the doorstep, jams it home, and ties this game as the Kings come back once again.
That, by the way, is a secondary assist. As I understand why primary points are a big thing, that's goals and primary assists, but I'm sorry. Not all secondary assists are created equal. Unreal pass from Arvidsson, and it's wild that Doughty's shot didn't go in. Shows you how razor thin the margins are in the Stanley Cup playoffs, but Anze Kopitar finishes it. It goes to overtime, and the Kings win. For the Kings, that's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, look, the Boston Bruins definitely beat the Florida Panthers in Game 1. I don't know how the Panthers would be able to pull this off, but I tell you what, even in defeat, Alex Lyon made some unreal saves. This was probably the best one.
Coyle backhands it up. Gudas had Hall lined up, and now it's a 2-on-1. Taylor Hall centers. Glove saved by Lyon. He robbed Trent Frederick on a pass across. And Hall set up Frederick on a 2-on-1 for the second time. And both times Lyon said no.
Regardless of how this series goes, what an unreal story Alex Lyon has been. A career renaissance in his 30s, going from third stringer to Game 1 starter. That's a hat pick. Next, we have the series that offense forgot. The Minnesota Wild taking on the Dallas Stars. And I say that half in jest, mostly to praise the defensive and goaltending prowess of the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild, because it was a battle in Game 1. Let's start in overtime. Jake Ottinger saves the day.
And that's chipped to the near wing. Gloved down by Johansson. Tape to tape, Freddie Gaudreau with some speed towards the net. Boldy! Save made by Ottinger on the follow with the glove! He flashes leather, and we play on.
Two huge saves so far for Ottinger in this overtime. The latest on Marcus Johansson. Once this puck hits Ottinger's pads, he's out of position, but that glove just stretches out, and look at the reaction on the Minnesota bench.
That is an unreal save from Ottinger, but you expect that. That's a hat pick. And then later in that, not just same game, but same overtime, Philip Gustafsson, who had a spectacular game, needed a little bit of help. And it arrived in the form of someone in their third career NHL game. Brock Faber saves the day.
Kaprizov, rink wide, losing his edge and tumbling to the ice was Zuccarello. And that allows Domi to head back the other way. There's a shot saved by Gustafsson. The rebound, high and wide from Marchment. And it's up into the netting, I believe, and out of play.
Brock Faber may have saved the game. Oh yeah, what a defensive play by the youngster. The rebound by Gustafsson off the initial shot by Dellandrea. Marchment with the game on his stick, and a diving effort by Brock Faber to keep this game alive.
Superman, superhero type stuff from the youngster. And after that, the Minnesota Wild go on to win the game in double OT. Brock Faber, welcome to the Hat Pick Club, because that is a hat pick. So, what did you think of this week's edition of Steve's Hat Picks? Next week is all playoff content. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. It's like I said, it's the best time of year.